it's another side that like wants to take more, and wants to go that one more round, because like going that one more round when you don't think you can, that's what makes all the difference in your life. You know what I mean?
Good day and welcome to another episode of One More Round, the Rocky Series podcast. I'm very excited to be here today on this beautiful day, and especially very excited to have Katie with me, the lovely Katie. Kyle might be late and or not here. He did tell us yesterday he was very courteous, and he gave us a heads up yesterday that he may not be able to attend today's. Oh, wait, because he wasn't feeling well, but he just popped in.
Oh, he's here.
He's
Hi,
here.
Kyle.
We were just saying that you might be sick, so you might not be here. So okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
How you doing, Kyle?
I'm okay. Like I'm kind of dragging it a bit today, but it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're glad you're well enough to be here. We were about to kick you off the show. So you made it. 3 strikes and you're out.
Excuse for years, Ryan.
Yeah, well, trust me. It's very easy to quit. You just don't show up. That's all you have to do. Okay, no, great. You're here. Katie, how are you doing, though? How are you doing today?
Great. Doing great.
Okay, awesome. And you did mention before the show started, yes, I'm wearing my Mighty Mix shirt. I haven't worn this forever, if ever. I do like it. I should wear it more considering this is our last, season of covering Rocky. But I do love it. If you'll notice, even in the print here, because it's from the film, we talked about it on the podcast, of course, but Mickey's head, you can tell it's photoshopped, old school photoshopped on another person's body. Like that's not Burgess Meredith's boxing physique. That's not his actual body. If you look at the photo in the film, you can tell it's a really...
Oh, I guess I've never looked at that closely.
So is that is the head a picture of him when he was younger? Is that
so? This was the 70s, so photoshopping then was literally like take the head
cut
of
it out.
Burgess Meredith, cut it out, overlay it on top, because you can even see the film. It's a totally different shade of color and everything. But over the years, because they're high def and everything, it's very obvious as years go on that it's not, the body and head don't match. Anyways, little trivia there for you. Okay, we got a big show today, so I kind of want to get into it because we have voicemails, we've got emails, we've got YouTube comments. They're going to listen, of course, the great discussions that we always have with them. So let's start with, we'll do the YouTube and emails first.
All right. We have one from Kieran Healy. I wonder if Rocky ever told the pancake story to any of his customers. I'm also wondering if Tommy Gunn, Duke, Clubber Lang, and Gazzo are barred from the place. Well, Gazzo's dead. Right?
Yeah, yes, in Rocky Balboa. Well, actually, no. Okay. Oh, no, that's actually a fair question. Within the film canon, it was never acknowledged.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're right.
I think that Clubber Lang and Rocky are on good terms. Is my thought, because Clubber Lang in, I guess, beta canon, whatever you call it,
he turned to God,
became a born again Christian. Probably part of that process was like making amends to people and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like how George Foreman and Joe Frazier and George Foreman became good friends with Muhammad Ali and George Frazier afterwards. So I don't think they're bros that hang out all the time, but like they probably have seen each other at events and stuff, and they're probably doing fine. But Clubber's probably just doing his own thing somewhere else and doesn't show up. But I think he would be welcome in that restaurant.
I think Gazzo would be too.
Oh, well, Gazzo, of course. Why wouldn't, like, that's what I don't get that, because like Rocky, like Gazzo was always like Rocky's big fan. He was helping Rocky out financially. Like,
because he's the dark side of Philly or something.
Well, unless Rocky didn't want it to turn into like a mobster hangout,
Yeah, that's right. The Sopranos always had a restaurant they hung out in and stuff.
I'm a legitimate businessman over here.
Yeah. Well, also Gazzo is older than Rocky. Mm-hmm. Like I'd say, I think the character, like the actor who played him, was probably like 10 years older than Stallone.
I think about 10.
So is Duke. So is Duke, though.
Sure. Yeah, so I think Gazzo would be retired. I do agree that Duke and Tommy would for sure not be welcome there.
George Washington Duke. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
sorry, not
Yeah.
Tony Duke.
I know it gets confusing.
Yeah. George Washington, because and I don't think either of them would want to be in that restaurant anyway.
Right.
It just wouldn't happen. Like, you just don't talk to somebody.
I wonder though if George Washington Duke would come back and say, "Oh, you got a nice place here. I guess I can sue you now. You got something."
Yeah.
I'll sue you for sandwiches. Before you continue, you mentioned Ali, Fraser, and Foreman there, Kyle. Really quick, I want to plug another podcast that I do called the Director's Chair Network. It's a network podcast. Katie's on it. She's covering John Hughes. I'm covering Michael Mann films. So basically, it's just every season is a different director that we focus on. And I say this because I just literally today released, at the time of this recording, Ali. And I know Ali was within the films that we talked about doing with our own boxing journey, film journey after we're done Rocky. But I had to cover it because it's part of the Michael Mann filmography. So I had no choice but to cover it. I say all this because I'm going to plug the link, at least the YouTube version of it. You can also just Google Director's Chair Network. You can listen to the audio feed if you want, folks. But I'm really proud of it. And it really ties in. I thought of Kyle throughout us. Actually, I wouldn't mind covering that film again anyways when we do the boxing journey filmography, because long story short, I just learned so much regarding Ali's timeline. And I said in the review, like, I know he fought so-and-so, I know he fought, but seeing it like in Cliff Notes version of when it all happened, it's like, oh, all the Kyleisms came to me in a flood. Yeah. So anyways, I'm looking forward to we won't talk about it now, but click on the link. I did it solo. I think it went really well, even though I'm talking by myself. Check it out if you're interested in Ali film review. But I'm looking forward to doing it with you guys again, because I actually interested in hearing Kyle's thoughts on the whole portrayal of Ali in that film and in his life. So, anyways, that's just my.
That sounds awesome for sure.
Okay. All right. What's next there, Miss Katie?
Well, Kieran goes on to say, I know for a fact Duke is. Adrian hated him the most in part 5. I also wonder if Seiko the robot ever returned, perhaps dined in, or came back for Polly's birthday at the restaurant. That's cute. I like that.
At first, when he said Duke, it threw me off too. Like, why is Tony Duke not allowed in the restaurant, but he's George Washington Duke?
Yeah. Eccentric Views says, Rocky literally says, "How you doing, Mick?" while looking at the building in part 5.
Gino, our favorite Australian Italian, he's calling me out. Anyone that says literally. So read that again with the literally voice. Try it again with the literally voice.
Rocky literally says, "How you doing, Mick?" while looking at the building in part 5, just like he does in this scene.
Because I made the comment, it came out. I know when I listened to it again. Yes, I said, I like it when they tie it to the other films. And so when I hear it, I guess there's a part of me that thinks it's not done enough, but I guess it was done more than I remember. Yes, it was he literally said Mick. You're right.
He says, regarding Paulie's talking building comment, sorry, Kyle, I think I might have to disagree with you for once.
I know Gino's on a tear today. He's just like calling me out, calling out Kyle. All right.
You were hoping he would come to your rescue. And he says, I think that what Katie said is correct. Paulie gets Rocky's analogy, but just disagrees. I'm pretty sure Paulie even uses the "you become that place" phrase in a previous scene, talking about how he's worked at the meat factory for so long.
Sure.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
I know. It's so easy to forget things.
Donald does say this regarding last comment. Gazzo and Buddy die in Rocky IV in the novelization.
In 4?
Yeah, so the novelization of Rocky IV, apparently Gazzo dies and Buddy is shot in the head.
I like that. It took me a minute to be like, who's Buddy?
I think when he says Gazzo retired after being shot in the head.
Oh, Gazzo retired? Well, yeah, I guess
I guess that's how he retired. I think that's what Donald's trying to
say. Okay. So both Gazzo and Buddy died, but apparently Gazzo shot in the head. It just shows that he led that life of crime. Like Stallone went hard on Gazzo. Holy smokes.
I mean, it does track. A lot of gangsters don't live to be old men, right? Yeah,
you break enough thumbs and fuck with people enough that it's kind of inevitable. Like the life of crime, like it's like as you know, I'm obsessed with Scared Straight and stuff like that. And the more I learn about stuff like this, the more I learn. If you're in crime, going to jail is just part of the business.
Mhm.
Ugh.
And I think similarly, getting killed is a occupational hazard that pretty much everyone, like they don't all die, but like your risk of dying is really high. Dead or jail, that's like one of those was going to happen to you for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I choose death. I don't want to jail. No, jail scares the crap.
Is it
I'm scared.
stuff?
I'm so scared straight of jail that you don't even have to scare me straight. If that makes sense. I get it. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. All right. We got an email, I think, or is that
We do.
or is Gino done Reagan on us?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. All right.
We do have an email from Thomas.
New
He says-
listener. Oh, sorry. The
Okay,
email
yeah.
says it. I just want to say it's a new listener. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was like, Thomas. Dear Katie, Ryan, and Kyle, I'm Thomas from Belfast, Ireland, and a huge fan of your podcast, which I discovered a month ago and have since listened to the first 3 seasons. Oh gosh, if we could go back, God, that was so long ago. He says, my love for the Rocky franchise began in 1983 when my dad brought home Rocky 3 on VHS, a moment that changed my life. The music, the championship belt, and the bold Rocky 3 lettering still give me chills. I enjoy your in-depth debates and diverse opinions, which have added new insights to my 40-year fandom. So yeah, see, people enjoy when we disagree and have little
Katie.
fights.
Yes, Katie.
As a Roman Catholic with an Italian grandmother, I deeply connect with Rocky's religious undertones, particularly the yellow colors symbolizing the Vatican City flag.
That is something in all our talking we've never brought up, the color. And that's something Doug, I wonder if he brought up in his Rocky Minute coverage.
Yeah, I never thought of that. Hey, sorry, in his email, did he say Belfast, Ireland? Is that what he said? Not Northern Ireland?
He says Ireland.
Okay, yeah. I knew he was a Catholic right when he said that.
Why?
Well, because Catholics are Republican in Ireland, right? Like they want all Ireland.
Well,
which I
know very little.
To be honest. I shouldn't get into this shit. I shouldn't get into this. But
no, it's interesting. I know, of course, there's been conflicts, of course, but I don't know the dynamics very well, to be honest.
I had a roommate from Lisburn, which is just south of Belfast.
Oh,
and he kind of schooled me a bit on.
Sure.
He was a big time Protestant guy, though. Huge loyalist. But I don't take a strong opinion either way. But I think that Catholic insight, though, the Vatican colors, I would have never picked up on that.
Yeah.
Ever.
I went to Catholic school, K through 12. I should know these things, but I don't.
Yeah. Regarding the Ireland political strife there, it's potato for me. Oh, sorry, that was just
Hey, I will say that I learned a lot about it because the show Dairy Girls is set in the 90s.
Yeah, that's a good show. I love Dairy Girls.
It's great. Yeah. So I'm like, I feel like I know a tiny bit because I watched Dairy Girls.
Yeah, I googled Dairy Girls on Google and I got a totally different movie. Terrible joke. I'm full of terrible jokes today. I apologize. Continue, Katie.
Yeah, so I totally didn't know that the Vatican City flag was yellow. So that's awesome. He says, I also believe that Rocky would have won the first clubber fight in Rocky 3 if Mickey had made it to the ring, as Mickey's advice was spot on.
Yeah.
So I think, we talked about it in that season. Yeah. Like, would he have or not?
That was our big discussion. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He says, I've passed my love for Rocky onto my sons, age 15 and 17, and we watch the series annually. I incorporate Rockyisms into our lives, like responding to their questions with first, because I said so, or waking them up for games with, it's time, kid.
I love that.
I know. Here's his Rocky movie ranking. Number 1, he says Rocky 3. It's the first one he saw. Number 2, Rocky. Number 3, Rocky 2. Number 4, Rocky 5. Number 5, Balboa. 6. No, Balboa. It's hard to. And then the last, he has Rocky 4.
Kyle will be happy about that.
I like this guy. This guy is my kind of guy.
Man,
I don't agree with him on the first fight in Rocky 3 thing, but I'm going to let that slide. It looks like it is up for debate, but I do like that he puts Rocky 4 so low that totally redeems everything.
Perhaps I like it so well because for the same reason that he likes Rocky 3 so much, it was the first one he saw.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, nostalgic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your first time, it's
you remember that.
Whether it's good or not, right?
It wasn't good. I do remember that very well. Oh boy.
Okay, so he says Rocky 3 is my most watched movie, a staple of my childhood Saturday nights. My late brother would cry every time Mickey died. Same. And once, when tasked with recording Rocky 3, he deliberately skipped Mickey's death and other sad parts, leaving me with a cherished memory. Thank you for your amazing podcast. I'm excited for the next seasons and can't wait to start. It's a long road.
Yeah, the Rambo podcast. Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Rocky has been a constant in my life, and your show keeps that passion alive. Stay safe, Thomas. You too, Thomas.
Hey, thanks, Thomas. Appreciate the email, man.
Yeah, that's very sweet. When I read that, I got a little choked up. I thought that was really sweet. The fact that like we said before, the fact that anyone even listens to the show, and the fact that it brings a little bit of happiness to people, and sometimes new thoughts on movies that they've been fans for 40 years. I love that. I love the idea that we've planted. I've never thought of that. That's the whole idea too. Fun. Try to engage the audience, and then when we do have these debates, we're debating with the audience. That's the idea, is because people will choose their side, which is normal. And that's any healthy discussion should have that. You're right. So, but no, that's awesome. Thank you so much. That was a very sweet email. Thank you. Okay, we've got some voicemails. We got 2 voicemails this week. So thank you again. If you want to send us a voicemail, it's very easy. Go on your. I think all smartphones have a voice recorder, whether you're an Android or iPhone, I believe. You just literally voice record your voice and you send it to the email. That's it. That's all you do. It's very easy. Or I can give you my cell number. You can call me and we'll have a conversation on the phone together.
I'll call you. Hey, yo, Ryan.
Ryan, has your cell number changed since I met you in Victoria?
What's the first 3?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. I thought you had it on you. Okay.
No, I have it. I just know it's in my phone still, right?
Oh yeah, you can try calling. Yeah, Kyle's gonna leave you a voice message. Okay. So you're gonna see a visual to those who are watching this on YouTube. You'll see a visual. A visual of this audio. Meaning, you'll see it's the film's called Lost Angel, I think, or something like that. Remember, Simon? He wrote and directed that film that we're supposed to review still. Remember way ago? Yeah. So Simon, a longtime listener of our show, he actually guested on The Long Road for one of my episodes. Great guy. He sent the voicemail in. Anyways, I just want to plug his movies. I put up there, go check out the movie that he wrote and directed. It's free on Tubi to watch, so you can actually watch it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's free to watch. Yeah. And in fact, I saw on YouTube somebody reviewed his movie and they gave it a good review, to be honest.
Nice.
So, yeah. Okay, here we go.
Hello, Carl, Katie, and Ryan. Great work with the coverage, and I thought I would jump on the voicemail bandwagon. Just a point that I thought was interesting in relation to whether Rocky Balboa works as its own standalone film, as a direct sequel to Rocky 1, as a direct sequel to the whole franchise, or is its own standalone thing. I remember when the film first came out on DVD, I showed it to a friend of mine who wasn't really that familiar with the Rocky films at all. I was there almost shedding a man tear in the corner every 5 minutes, and he just found the whole thing really cheesy. He found the constant Bill Conti emotional music really corny. He found the constant emotional tugging the heartstrings elements really cheesy and corny, and he just could not get into the film at all. And he found the whole thing. He kept making jokes about Rocky's claret burgundy coloured blazer that he kept putting on, and every time there was a sort of emotional scene with him giving some heartfelt speech. Bearing in mind we're from the UK, so our cynicism and our lack of emotional elements is pretty well noted, but I was there fully all engaged, and he just could not get into it whatsoever. Having said that, afterwards, I did actually show him a bunch of the other Rocky films, 2, 3, 4 in particular, and he then got into the character much more and he actually understood it. So as its own standalone thing, and bearing in mind it's a film that wears its emotions on its sleeve very prominently, and if you're not really into that, yes, I could see it potentially being incredibly, well, clearly he found it incredibly cheesy and corny, but then he seemed to come around to it a bit more. So that was an interesting observation that I found in terms of just almost as a first time viewer or someone who's had some vague interest and awareness of the first film. And then another example, when I was sharing a flat and I was watching Rocky Balboa, and my friend and her boyfriend came back, and her boyfriend was quite snooty and was into art house films and stuff, as am I, but I'm also love Rocky and all that stuff. But he was sort of making fun of it and was, Rocky always just wins in the end. Obviously, if you have any knowledge of the franchise, you know that's not always the case, but he was being all very cynical about it. And then as the film was going on and he was sort of hovering around and watching bits of it, and then as by the time it got to the montage where the music kicks in and he's punching the meat and all of that, this snooty boyfriend was all into it and was, oh my God, this is really, really awesome. It's kind of, gotcha. There's just two observations from some examples where people just were not into that franchise at all and came into it. One didn't really get on board with the film. One begrudgingly got slightly swept up in the film. But bear in mind, they came in a little bit later when a lot of the more emotional, slightly cheesier elements had gotten past. So anyway, I thought I'd just flag those up as some examples. Great work on the podcast. Keep up the good work. Looking forward to the next episode. All the best.
Yeah, it makes total sense. Like, I don't think that Rocky Balboa is a complete standalone, works at all. Like, you have to at least have a familiarity and like of the first film. And I agree that the Rocky Balboa can be a good sequel to the first film. You actually don't need 2 through 5 for Rocky Balboa, although it helps, especially 5, like knowing the journey. But yeah, totally. Like, you have to, this is the problem. Like, I think I remember, Ryan, like you and I watched, what was that movie with like Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Oh, Bloodsport. And I'd never seen it before. That's right.
And I had to review it, and I was just like, what is this?
Yeah,
right?
20 eyes or 20,
yeah,
22
you're
eyes
seeing
or
it
whatever.
modern eyes. And you could even say that with Rocky Balboa now. Like, that film's almost 20 years old.
Yep.
Like, it'll be 20 years old next year.
That's crazy.
Rocky is, they filmed it 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, someone coming into it, especially if that's not their thing, seeing this film that relies on so much nostalgia from the first film, if you don't have that Bill Conti music already kind of there, yeah, I could definitely see that. I have shown that movie, though, Rocky Balboa, to people who, I think I said this in a previous episode, that were not really that familiar with Rocky, and like they really liked it. So, but I think it depends on you. What you like and what you don't like. But I totally get that friend's reaction. Like, it makes sense.
It is, I would say, what normies, like, it's like a normie. Like, you're not a fan of the movie, and so therefore you're not gonna be. Nothing is gonna jerk your tears, so to speak,
right? With
any of the nostalgia or any of the heartfelt moments. And I see that, and I'm like kind of disappointed. Even like, I was out yesterday again with my friends, boozy brunching it away, and we got into a discussion. I don't know, you can cut this out too, about like threesomes and who we would want. And I was like, circa 1985, Sylvester Stallone and Dolph Lundgren. And they all know my love of Sly, from that time.
Wait, are you taking them on at the same time?
Huh?
Are they taking you on at the same time?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That is generally how a threesome works.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, yeah, sure. Fair enough. I guess in my fantasies, it's 2 women, so I had to flip the script a little bit.
Yeah, no. Yeah, reverse it. And so, but I was so disappointed because they were like, Dolph Lundgren, and then they looked him up, and of course they're like, this guy, and I'm like, well, he's freaking 70 in that picture, you guys. Like, come on.
You have to look up 1985.
But I still do, and they did, and they're like, oh, like they still weren't into it. They're like, he's too angular. I'm like, that's exactly it. That's what a model. That's like the perfect man. And they were like, well, I'm not into that. I'm like, I get that you're not into that. But that you have to understand that is like near perfect maleness there.
Well, what's their?
Well, I
What
think
did they
that's
say their guy
subjective,
was?
right? Like it's subjective. Like what you consider perfect masculinity
Well,
differs.
Yes,
And
but
also,
I understand that, but like I can still like Brad Pitt might not be who I choose, but I can still recognize
Sure.
that he's an extreme. You know, that's where I was trying to get them.
yeah. Like I could tell Brad Pitt's handsome, right?
But he's
Like,
not. I wouldn't choose him. He's not my jam.
Yeah,
You know.
fair enough.
So yeah, like a lot of people would choose Brad Pitt or like like people like that, and then they're like, anyway. So it irks me when you got to be part of our Rocky cult to get it. I feel like, or even
of course.
You know what I mean? So like things like that, they're like, "Oh, Katie, you're just being silly," like with Dolph Lundgren. I'm like,
I
no,
also
I'm
think
not.
when something makes an impression in your youth, it carries a bit more than
That's
if you
true.
like so the first Rocky, many people saw that for the first time as adults, especially when it came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
It won Best Picture. Obviously, it was a great film in and of itself, and you don't have to just see it in your youth. But I think even so, I think most people who really, really like the Rocky films saw them as children or as adolescents. And like that, there's something about that. Like when you're developing and that became part of your development, like it's that Bill Conti music's going to speak to you a little differently than it would be if you saw it for the first time. Like
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
It was interesting, Simon. I just want to say that I've never heard a report on somebody seeing Rocky Balboa as a standalone film. So it's an interesting experiment, and I'm not surprised. Maybe the guy was pretty harsh on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if most people watching that film without ever seeing a Rocky film like your friend did, you'd either get a mixed review to like, what the heck's going on? It really is not a standalone film, which is funny because 3 and 4 are. You could show somebody Rocky 3 who's never seen a Rocky film. They're going to follow it and they're going to get it. And they're going to same with 4. Like, we get it. Like, right away, we don't need to know much more. But what I'm getting at, this sort of speaks to why 3 and 4 are these weird outliers of the franchise as a whole. I guess what I'm trying to say is Rocky, the first film, Rocky, the last film, the reason why they work so well together, or even the second film, so, Rocky 1, 2, and 6, it's like a perfect trilogy because the 3 and 4, the reason why they're outliers is because they are so standalone. And they're so crazy and wild and 80s and all that, which we love. But regarding the heart that Balboa shows us, you need that earlier story. It really is a chapter that does not stand on its own, is what I'm trying to say. It's like Rocky 2 doesn't really sort of stands on its own. That's what they show you the previously on. But 3 and 4 are the ones you can show people without knowing anything about it. It's just a fun film. Like, we get it. You don't need to know Paulie and Rocky's history and Adrian and the Thanksgiving dinner. Like, none of that stuff matters in 3 and 4, for better, for worse. It doesn't matter.
Well, we get the flashbacks, when he's driving the car, and we do also get like a previously on those two. That's like a thing that Rocky did because streaming wasn't a thing. It had been a few years. But the other thing I just wanted to point out, I don't think he was saying that his friend had not seen Rocky before. It's just that he's not a big Rocky fan. He was familiar.
The first one, there's 2 stories. I think the first guy's never seen it. I think he was watching. I think he was watching. Did I miss that? Or?
My recollection for what I just heard, I think that guy was like aware of it. I don't think Rocky was like a brand new concept to that guy.
It's not a concept, but I don't think he'd ever seen the Rocky films because he said he showed him 2, 3, and 4 something afterwards, and then he liked it better.
Well, he talked about 2 different people. There was the first guy, and then there was the snooty I'm going to say art films. I don't think that's quite right. But that guy, I don't think it ever really. Well, he said, "Well, okay." The second guy, he's like, "Oh, well, Rocky always wins."
That's right. He had an understanding. Yeah,
but then he didn't understand the montage stuff, which makes me think that he never actually saw the films, but he just kind of knew of them. That he just kind of presumed that Rocky always won in the end.
Right.
But
either way, interesting. Yeah. Long story short, standalone films 3 and 4. You can show anybody, they get it, and they're going to have fun. That's probably a better way of saying it. Fun factor without knowing the films, 3 and 4, you can do without knowing the history of Rocky or anything about them. 1, 2, and especially 6. 6 is probably 5 and 6 are probably the least enjoyable if you know nothing about the franchise.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, fun stuff. Interesting thought experiment. I don't think we've ever done that before. So, all right, we got one more voicemail from, of course.
Hi, Ryan, Katie, and Kyle. This is Michael Burgett of the Screen Nerds podcast. Great work as always. I just wanted to share some of my thoughts on episode 4.
I just love how we're now getting like voicemails regarding our like actual episodes. It's great. Like it's like, holy smokes, we're gonna have like podcasts within podcasts within podcasts. People are gonna start commenting on our comments regarding the comments. It's like we're never gonna get to the anyways.
I agree with Kyle that Mason went to his car to get away from everything with the partying that's going on in his house, and he just wanted to sit down and focus and listen to the commentary from his last fight. And those comments that the announcers are giving, they're ones that's probably he's not hearing from his entourage or his management. So he, wanted to hear the truth. He wanted to hear what other people were actually thinking of him and what they're saying about him in his fights. Because his entourage, his management, is just going to give him all the niceties. They're going to give him all the things to make him feel good, but they're not going to give him constructive criticism or be honest with him. I think it's almost a reflection of or foreshadowing of what's to come when Mason goes to talk with his old trainer, that he wants to know what's actually being talked about, what people actually think, and not just all the niceties and everything. And so I think kind of that's what that scene is supposed to entail. It gives some of that insight of that, like y'all mentioned, the fact that, he hears those negative comments and they do affect him, but he actually wants to hear that it's not just, he wants to just hear all the niceties, but that he actually wants to know what's going on. It does feel like that the flashback sequences when Rocky and Paulie are on the tour, as also in the video of the Mason Dixon fight, that they have that blue tint to them that those scenes have. And it's interesting because it makes it look a little bit different as opposed to it just being purely black and white. To me, it almost feels like it gives it a hint of a chill to it. It's almost like it's in ice, like their memories frozen in time. And so when Rocky is reminiscing about Adrian on the tour, or whether even it's with Mason Dixon looking at that fight, it almost does kind of feel like it's just memories, and those memories are almost kind of in a block of ice almost because they're frozen in time. Y'all are right. The church scene is not in the theatrical cut. The first scene of the tour that's in the theatrical is the pet shop. Also, the Gloria thing, I went back and watched a clip on YouTube of the first film, and there was a Gloria that Rocky talks to in the shop when he is meeting there with Adrian. Maybe that's where the thought of it being named Gloria, like Gloria's Pet Shop, came from.
This is well, of course we know, and no offense to Michael, of course we all knew the owner's name was Gloria. I think most Rocky fans know that. But I guess it's so crazy. My brain, the Mandela effect, the Mandela, like, I swear I've seen the writing somewhere.
You can picture it, you mean?
I can picture
like
I have a memory of reading Gloria's Pet Shop. Glorious. I'm gonna have to. This is like a Berenstain Bear or whatever. Like Fruit of a Loom had the with the. Anyways, I just I'm still asking for listeners to not to back me up, but my brain is hardwired that it was Gloria's Pet Shop. I know it says JMM Tropical. It's like I know that too, but I feel like I read it somewhere. Anyways, so. But Michael's saying no, it's not there. It's just
don't worry, Ryan. We'll take you somewhere where you can get all the help you need, buddy.
Brains are funny, man. No wonder people go crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can believe something and you just like go to the grave with it. Anyways, I feel like my brain is telling me I read it somewhere, but maybe it's just an audio transferred into visual in my brain. But I always refer to it as Gloria's Pet Shop.
The human brain is like really bad at remembering.
Well, because it is Gloria's Pet Shop. She's the owner.
She's the owner. She's the owner operator. Yeah. But it's JM Tropical.
I don't. How many businesses or like there are some businesses that are named after people. A lot of people own businesses.
Adrian's.
Yeah, it does happen. But I think most businesses are not named after the person.
No. Why? Yeah, Adrian's Restaurant, Gloria's Pet Shop at Old Track.
Well, I would argue that JM
Mixed Jim.
That's the simplicity of the of the Rocky universe is they can't think of good titles for businesses, so they just call it like the person's name and then whatever it is.
J&M Tropical Fish is named after someone.
Must be,
J, somebody with a J
They
name.
bought. I always figured. I kid you not. I always thought J&M Tropical Fish bought out Gloria.
I mean, that would track. That would make sense.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Gloria is the owner of the pet shop. Maybe she named that, but that's something that's kind of interesting there that I just looked at. I always also looked at the "I ain't no talking building" line from Paulie as him not wanting to live in the past. It's almost like a foreshadowing of what Paulie says later about he can't do the tour anymore. He doesn't want to keep rehashing all these memories and everything. It's like he doesn't want to become just that statue of remembering all the old times and everything, because he doesn't necessarily have as fond of memories as Rocky does. Great job as always. Looking forward to the next episode. Keep up the great work.
Wow, great stuff, guys! Great stuff from both Simon and Michael. I love the conversation. I feel like we have these like extra co-hosts on there. We're like having conversations with these other voices. It's great.
You created a monster, Ryan.
I know. I love it. I actually love the voicemails. One, because we hear their voice, and they sound smarter, at least smarter than me. So we have smart listeners, which is nice. We actually have intelligent people listening to this podcast, which is a good sign. Okay,
hey, if you have smart listeners, you have smart friends. If you have yo-yo listeners, yo-yo podcasts.
Okay, this is fantastic. We are speaking of director's cut. I think we're starting right away with a scene that is not. I think it's a deleted scene. So, Kyle, you've probably seen it. Maybe Katie as well. But you'll see right away this was not in the theatrical cut. So there's a very quick shot there of Rocky driving the van. There's a picture taped of Adrian on the driving console or whatever, where you turn up the heat or whatever.
Dash. Yeah.
I don't think that was in the theatrical cut.
No, it wasn't. But that's like spot on.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure what the Rocky would do, is have her picture there, kind of just taped there like that. Like that's 100% him.
Yeah. Everywhere he goes, yeah, she's there. Yeah. So now, just for our audio listeners, we're at the Lucky Seven Tavern right now. So Rocky has just finished, of course, the ghost tour, right? And he's going to the bar. Now, I can't remember. I'm asking the question. I don't remember. But maybe keep this question in mind as we watch this. Does he go to the bar often, or is he going here because of the tour? Or, you know what I mean? Like, is this part of his tour?
I'm envisioning he's sad and needs a drink.
Okay.
I assume that he doesn't come here too often.
I think that's what it is
because people are kind of surprised to see him.
That's right.
Marie, she works there. This is her first time seeing him, unless it's like she just started or something.
You could argue she started last week or last month. Yeah,
of course you can. Like you don't know for sure, but my impression was he's just, I think he is feeling kind of sad. I think he's in like going down memory lane still, and like he always kind of comes to this tavern for like comfort or whatever. Like in Rocky 5, after like his life kind of collapsed, like he went back to this bar. Like this bar as a meeting to him.
Do you remember who he's about to talk to in here? Not Little Marie, but somebody else. Is this coming back to anyone?
Well, this isn't Angie or something, or
somebody else as well. Sorry, yeah, there's a lot.
Oh, no. Yes. The Andy, owner, he's like missing a leg and shit. Like
So when you see him, it's kind of a spoiler. He's in a wheelchair, but I think the actor was also like he was really in a wheelchair. Like it wasn't. Yeah. Okay.
My memory, and this I could be remembering this totally wrong because I think I saw this when the DVD came out. Like that.
Yeah, I think it's an extra. Yeah.
But I think that like he's missing a leg or something. Like that's my memory.
Probably diabetes.
This is the Wilford Brimley. This isn't in the that I do not recall that. That's not in the theatrical.
This is a deleted scene.
Okay, got it.
I think the DVD had deleted scenes in it, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Either
So the
that or I
director's-
got it online, but I remember seeing this deleted scene like forever ago.
It was on the DVD for sure. So the director's cut, as we're learning, as we're going through it, like I said last episode, I'm watching the director's cut with you guys right now for the first time. Like I just recorded, like I haven't watched this director's cut until I'm watching it with you guys. So I just kind of know what's coming up next, and we're seeing that there are scenes that are different or they've also have changed things too. So it's interesting. But this was definitely a deleted scene with Andy. It's just kind of sad because. Well, sad and interesting, but this is another callback because it's the same actor. You want to take a shot? Take a shot. It's the same dude.
I like it. I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff.
Can I be a little self-indulgent here?
Yeah, well, please.
I'm so pumped. I just booked my train ticket to Philly from Baltimore, and I want to hit as many of these places as possible. I'm so excited.
Is Doug going to be there? Are you guys?
Well, he says he is. He did say it's always tentative because he has like young babies or something like that. So something could always happen. But I'm going to Philly either way. And
I wouldn't trust Doug as far as you can throw him. So
I'm going to Philly either way. So I don't know if I'll be going into some of these rough neighborhoods, just me. But I'm going to do something Rocky related in Philly for sure, and I might hit up a couple places if it's safe enough.
Please,
that's awesome. That. I'm so jealous, Kyle.
No, you're not jealous, Katie.
Pretty
you're
pumped.
envious. You're envious.
I'm envious.
Yeah, because jealous I always say jealous indicates that you don't want him to have the experience. You just want to have it too.
Oh, okay.
See how that works? So you're envious of his experience. You want it too, but you're happy he's doing it as well.
I didn't realize that there was that distinction.
I've always made that. I've always thought jealousy.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. I think jealousy indicates that you're unhappy somebody's having something.
Okay.
But you're envious they're having it, and you wish you could participate as well.
Well, there's that saying, like, you always want your friends to do well, just not better than you.
Well, then I have no friends. All right, so here goes Rocky to see Andy. Here we go. And others.
Oh, this is an interesting perspective.
Hey,
It's okay, so it's been a while, yeah. Right. Hey, Rocco, hey! It's like Norm when he enters Cheers,
Well, like he was a major celebrity for years, like heavyweight champ, like probably the pride of the city, right?
Definitely.
Like people make fun of Philadelphia today because it's like Philadelphia, Rocky. The real Philadelphia takes pride in the Rocky character. Yeah. So like the Philadelphia of the Rocky universe, by extension, would have to take even more pride because
it makes sense. So of course we see the shot though. Rocky's taking in that, like any business, it's been renovated. It's a little bit updated. There's lights and sounds and all this stuff is different than it was in the 70s. So he's just kind of taking in like it is the old Lucky, but it's also new and refurbished and updated as well.
Is it?
Yeah, there's like lights and I think it's just it looks a little cleaner. It looks a little bit more
well, yeah.
up to date.
Yeah.
Well, this is a stupid question, but this is not the same place, though, right?
It's probably not the same building, no.
Yeah, I think actually now that we think about it, the Lucky Seven Tavern of the 70s doesn't exist anymore. I don't know when it was bulldozed, but I think we talked about this in like a past episode.
Right.
Like, it got demolished a while back.
So the patrons, of course, it looks like a very busy, it's pretty packed on a whatever night. And
I think I remember Sly was talking about in the director's commentary when he went to this bar. I think it was this one, but it was just like, he said it was pretty depressing.
Oh, geez.
Like just some people who are not doing well in life, right?
Well, it's kind of those neighborhood bars, with the regulars,
right.
Yeah, like I know a few of those. I wouldn't go. Like, there's a few bars here in Edmonton I just wouldn't go in.
Like, it's full of polys.
Yeah, man. But, like like something's gonna happen to you in there, or you're not gonna get left alone. People are, you know what I mean?
Yeah, how you doing? Very good. Ain't been down here in a while. There you go.
Ain't been down here in a while, he says.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Hey guys. Hey.
Oh.
Yeah, I know he looks. Well, he's older. It's a real person's aged. It's been 30 years since he wasn't young in the first Rocky film. If you think
No.
about it.
I would say he was like 40 years old. It's hard to tell because like
He probably was 40, but he looked 60. Yeah.
I know it's crazy because he doesn't look 90 here. He looks 78 to 82 or something here. So he was probably, you're right. I would say he's a healthy 45 at least in the first Rocky film, and he's a very healthy 75-year-old to be. But it looks like, I think it was diabetes. I'm not even joking. If he lost a leg, it was probably that in real life because you do lose limbs. Yeah.
I like that you did say diabetes. That's awesome.
Well,
I think
rest
more
in
people
peace.
should say it that way.
Yeah, I've not seen this scene, you guys.
So, okay. So I think it's an alternate cut of Angie. You remember when Rocky comes to the bar and she's like, who do you think you... Oh, we got to do trivia, by the way. We'll just do the question answers at the end. Anyway, so I think this is a different cut. So remember the other theatrical cut where she comes down the bar and yelling at Rocky? I don't think we see that in the director's cut. I think it's just this version. But again, I don't know because I haven't.
Because they were at the bar, not at a table.
That's right. So this is like an alternate cut. But look at her; she's already scowling at Rocky. How dare you exist?
Yeah, she looks him up and down like, "What you doing here?"
This ain't a place for you, the ex heavyweight world champion. What are you doing? Why is she so angry
I don't know
right
why
now?
I don't know.
Some people are just like that, right? Some people they just hate for no reason. Capiche?
Yeah, you're right.
I do understand actually. All right, here we go.
Guys are looking good. Looking good. Hey, good man.
But I was saying things. Maybe I am saying things. How you doing, champ? What, you lost or something?
So does Andy still own the bar? Like, what? I feel like he's. You know how?
Yeah, I think so.
But he looks like he's just like put into the corner of shame. Like, hey, put the cripple in the corner. Nobody's around him. It's in the dark in the back. I feel weird that he's over here like this. It's just. I know it's placed here for the film for him to talk to Rocky, face to face. But it's weird that he's in a wheelchair, just observing the bar, I guess.
Yeah, like he probably is managing this place, right? So like he's too old to be working the bar. Well, he's not too old, but he's like not physically capable of working the bar. I think maybe a lot of business owners might have a back room where they're doing some of the paperwork or whatever they're doing.
Does little Marie wheel him in and wheel him? Yeah,
he's probably just keeping an eye on things,
Yeah. And they can't have him behind the bar because he's in a wheelchair. He can't see over the bar then.
Yeah, I guess he's just trying to keep a leg up on the bar. Oh wait, that doesn't work.
Can't miss this place a little bit.
I thought I'd never see you around here.
Yeah, well, you never know. What happened to your leg?
I lost it to diabetes.
Oh, what is this? Diabetes? I forgot.
Was that really just a guess, Ryan? You didn't know?
Probably my brain remembered it subconsciously. But I think the actor / that's what I mean. It's that life and art and life. He probably did lose it, and like, oh yeah.
I actually think, other than the fact that he's lost his leg, he's not looking bad at all.
True.
Yeah.
Like if he was standing, if he had that leg and was just standing up, I'd be like, for your age, you're looking good, man. Like his skin's looking all right. Like he's lost his hair, but he didn't have any freaking hair in like the 70s. So, like for 70-something-year-old guy, I think he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's looking fine.
Leg. Yeah,
he hasn't got any plastic surgery on his face. He's aged naturally. That's the thing. Like, he looks like an old, which is good. We're led to believe it's probably been a long time because Andy's just like, I just never thought I'd ever see you again type length of time. So it's been a spell that Rocky is.
Yeah.
So Andy wasn't here when they had the fight outside this bar in Rocky 5.
Yeah, you never see him.
Wait.
You never see him in Rocky 5. They had a woman working at the bar. She's the one that gave like Tommy Gun milk in that one scene. And then so he's probably just, but okay. So even if that's true, like say, whatever year you want to pick, which is subjective. Was it 1985? Was it 1990? Let's just say it's 1990. That fight happened 16 years ago. Like Rocky might not have been there since, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I believe you. His name is Dan Sherman, or sorry, Don Sherman, by the way. I believe is his name. Plays Andy. Oh yeah, he was definitely in Rocky 3 because he goes, "Give Rocky our best," right?
Yeah, and so that's like 1980. So that's like 26 years after this or before this. I want to comment though, like I'm sure you've noticed this even more, but like the older you get, like the more like the quicker time goes, or like it's like, holy shit, that was 20. Like, this film was 20 years ago. This doesn't feel like 20 years.
So he died 6 years after this film. He died in 2012. Yeah, he was in Rocky 5. He's credited as such. I thought he was.
Maybe he's not like shown though. Like maybe
he doesn't have a speaking part, but he's there. At the very least, I think he's in the director's cut. I think the work print at the very least. But yeah, he's in. That's what I thought. So theoretically, he's in 1. Was he in 2? Remind me. Did we see him in 2?
I don't think you go into the bar in 2.
Yeah, I can't remember, but
no, I don't.
I like that.
1, 3, 5, and 6.
That's great.
Yeah, interesting. Wow.
Kids, I don't want nobody feeling bad for me or crap like that.
I feel bad for you, you know.
Nah, it's one way to lose weight, right?
Yeah.
That's funny. I always bug my wife. I've told you guys, my wife's an amputee. She doesn't have her left elbow down on her left arm. I always tell her, like, when she, like, you know, we try to eat healthy and maintain our weights and stuff. I said, do you factor in, like, you know, when you say your weight, do you add weight for your arm that should be there?
That is
I wouldn't have thought of that, but yeah.
Like,
I mean,
if I remember Becky, like her, it's like below the elbow. Yeah,
that's right. So she has the elbow. She can bend the elbow, and then it's the stub right after it. So it's like that's not that much weight, but like
5 pounds.
If you're missing your entire leg,
a leg is at least
that's a decent chunk.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, why'd they tear the old place down? Why there?
Progress. Who knows?
Yeah.
Why did they tear the old place down? So is this a wholly different bar, but it's renamed? Is that what they're saying?
It looks the same from the outside. I know.
That's what I thought too.
That's curious. I wonder if he means. I wonder what.
Was there 2 bars?
I wonder if he's referring to something else. Like,
is he referring to the ice rink where they tore that place down?
That's what I wonder too. The ice rink.
I thought there was 2 bars names. Wasn't there 2 bar names at one point? Or am I misremember that too? All right.
Okay, well, it's funny. It's the Lucky Seven, but they always refer to it as Andy's.
Yeah. See,
it is a new sign. It's a new sign. It doesn't have the dice on it.
Yeah, the dice, the weirded dice. It doesn't make sense. What are the numbers? Yeah. So let us know, folks. That's actually a question. Is when Rocky's saying, "I saw the old place, they tore it down." Because why is he talking to Andy about the rink? It makes more sense that maybe they relocated. Yeah. But then again, the outside, you're right. The outside is the same outside in Rocky 5.
Yeah, the outside's the same.
The Rocky space-time location continuum.
Well, let's see. Maybe they...
Hey, listen, I read where your wife passed on a while back.
Yeah, it was a woman with cancer.
Yeah, nice girl.
Best. Best.
What are you drinking?
Listen, I'll have a beer, a short beer.
No, I'm not very good with drinking and orders and stuff because I just started late in my life. What does a short beer mean? Just a small glass? Or
no one orders a short beer. That's not a thing that people do. So this is
that mean?
Yeah. I think he means, well, it's like you have the large can, which is a tall boy. So I think he might mean like just a normal sized.
So is that a Rockyism then?
You wouldn't say that because it's like, what kind of beer? What are you talking about?
Yeah, everybody in movies, they always just say beer. Well, okay, that could be 100 different things. And it's a draft here. So it's not a can, I don't think.
Well, they in the theatrical, he gets a bottle.
Right.
Okay. Well, he said, I feel like we've seen him say short beer before, or maybe it's just the theatrical version, and it's just like a glass of beer. So you would say a pint is usually so if that's just the standard is a pint glass of beer. Okay. So I don't know why he says a short beer. It's weird.
Because he's Rocky. Andy says, "Hey, Marie, you know this bum?" Oh, here we go.
Hey, you know this bum?
Yeah, we met a long time ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, when I was a kid, you walked me home. It was 100 years ago.
I did?
Yeah, you told me to stop smoking and things.
I knew your brother. Are you little Marie that used to hang out at that Atomic Hoagie shop?
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, I do. I walked you home and you said, "Screw you, creepo."
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
Are you sure?
It was very distinct, you know. Great insults last a long time.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, listen, Marie, I'm way past that. It's,
All right, so more or less the same from the theatrical cut. Do you like this interaction more or less than? Okay, why?
I do not like this interaction at all,
okay,
and I didn't really like it in the theatrical either. But I think this is worse. I'm gonna say Sly. His acting is usually quite good in this film. I don't have many complaints, but the way he said like that atomic hoagie shop, like it seemed really fake. The way he's like it seems like he does remember, but he's sounding like he's trying. Like it's like if you do remember something, but you're trying to make it sound like you don't really remember it, but it comes across as fake.
Yeah,
and that's how it's coming across here, and like it's weird. When I remember when I first saw this, I was like let's not get too cheesy with the nostalgia. And like I think that the actress who plays Marie is great. I really like her in this film, and I think she saves that.
Mm-hmm.
But if they picked a worse actress, then this would have, I wouldn't say kill the movie for me, but make it a lot less enjoyable. But I didn't like this.
that's interesting. I agree with his acting in that moment. So I think they needed another take to make that less icky. But I like that they kind of talk about it, because I don't think in the theatrical cut he says, "Yeah, you said screw you, creepo."
He died.
He did.
He did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's like, great insults last a long time. He didn't say the very distinct part. That was different.
Yeah.
And also, like, she was kind of friendly early on in the interaction.
Mm-hmm.
But then in the theatrical cut, she was a little more cagey.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, she was a little more aloof. And here she was, like, friendly, but then when she was confronted with the fact she said, screw you, creepo, she kind of got insulted. It's a very different vibe.
What do you think, Ryan?
Well, I was going to say, I think what Kyle and me, both of you are feeling with Sly is quote-unquote acting there. I think this is a case of the fan service. He's talking to the audience, which that's why it doesn't sound natural. Maybe that's why it doesn't act natural, because he's like, hey guys, in the audience, I'm reminding you that this character was outside that atomic hoagie shop.
Yeah,
it's almost like, okay, we get it. Like this is really, it's heavy-handed. So that's why the acting is odd. It's not so much the acting's bad. It's like, oh my gosh, Sly, we get it. It's
Good
little
point.
Marie. Like,
it's funny. Like, this is gonna. We shouldn't do this in a podcast, I don't think. But like, on a podcast, you're not supposed to. What do they call it? Where you're not supposed to make references that puts the podcast at a certain time of recording.
Oh, evergreen.
Yeah. So this is gonna violate that. But Happy Gilmore 2 came out on Netflix recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I loved Happy Gilmore, the first one. I loved the first movie. It's part of my childhood.
Sure.
I think it's hilarious. I hated Happy Gilmore 2. and I didn't have high expectations for it.
Sure.
But it was just one obvious, hey, remember this, remember this reference after the other. And I'm like, give it a fucking break. Like I understand you have to rely on the nostalgia, but like you got to make it a decent film in and of itself to some degree. Like, come on. And I feel like this particular scene is like that. I don't think the whole movie is like that. If I were to direct this scene, if I had to even do this scene, which I might not, instead of saying the atomic hoagie shop, it's like, oh, I remember you. I walked you home. I think you're the one. You know what I mean? Like, get right to the point.
Right.
Like, I remember you. You're the one that said, screw you, creepo, or something. You know what I mean? Like, do be like that.
That was enough. The screw you, creepo. Sure, that one you could acknowledge because that would trigger her memory, or vice versa. So that's fine. But the atomic hoagie shop line is like, we get it. Do you want to give us the street corner too while you're at a slide? Do you want to tell us that that's where you had the conversation with your son about, oh, it's just me and you, kid? Like, we get it. Like, it's like we get it.
You don't even know it's called the atomic hoagie shop till Rocky 5. They don't call it the atomic hoagie shop in the first one.
I think it's just visible.
There's a sign. I think there's a sign.
But you don't really. It's not in the dialogue.
You're right. No, it's not in dialogue anymore. Yeah.
In Rocky 5, they're like, "Hey, look, this is the atomic hoagie shop."
Yeah, that's right.
And then it's like in Rocky 6, it's like, "Remember the atomic hoagie shop?"
This is what I mean. Again, Rocky 5. Rocky 5. You're right. We probably should have ran on that a little harder. Okay, we got to do that season again. Because Rocky 5 was really, it was like another ghost tour. It was a ghost tour again. It was for the Rocky fans. Remember the original? That's right. We're doing this again. Remember the original movie? Remember the things you liked? Remember when Adrian worked at the pet shop? Well, she is again.
Now we're doing it twice for this. Twice in a row. We're doing Atomic Hoagie Shop, which was never a thing really early on anyway. And it's like,
yeah, that's true. It was like one scene, and they really,
This is why I don't like this film as much as some people do. I admit, I feel like I got this already with Rocky 5. We did.
It's the alternate ending.
I think too, it'd be interesting because like Rocky is more likely to forget things, I think. Especially small things. It would have been interesting to me if she brought up the screw you, creepo.
Why would you? No,
if she was wouldn't. Like, hey, I want to say sorry for saying screw you, creepo.
Yeah. You know you're right. I think that would have been almost better. Like, I just want to say, you were doing a good thing. I realized that you're doing a good thing.
Yeah.
I was a real brat. I think that would have been a nicer, like, and then Rocky could say, really, oh, it's in the past. I don't even think about it.
Yeah, he's really gracious about it. He's like, don't worry about it, Like,
or he can even just say, if you want to get down to, well, who was I to give advice?
Yeah, exactly. I love that in the first film, and he's like, "Yeah, who you give advice,
creepo?" Again, the first film is just so good.
Yeah, it is. You can't get through the first film.
Not to bring up another current movie, but I haven't seen the Happy Girl.
We've broken the code. We broke the code. Let's do it.
But speaking of, so Adrian's not in this, but they just referred to her. Yeah, she's a nice girl. Have you guys seen Known As? With
I started watching it. I didn't finish it.
Vince Vaughn and what's it?
Did you not like it, Kyle, or are you just going to go back to it? Or
yeah, it wasn't. My wife and I started watching it. I just wasn't like.
It's okay. It's got a good
just
cast.
Not in the right mood to watch a certain thing, so I could come back and watch it in like different.
Vince Vaughn usually delivers, though.
It's a heartfelt movie, not a funny movie.
But he's even good in drama. Like, he's a good actor.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, and it's not like the cast is wonderful. There's a lot of like big people in it.
Oh yeah, a good cast can fail with a bad script. If that makes sense.
The reason I'm bringing it up is Talia's one of the Nonas.
Yeah, that's right. How does she look?
She looks fine. It was really interesting though, because the character she plays is like an ex-nun. She's very like meek. The way she does a thing that's like she's almost like scared to speak. And I don't know. What did you think, Kyle?
Oh, I started watching it. I think I
before it got to her
10,
maybe
15 minutes. Like I didn't see her.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's it's like kind of Adrian-esque in that she's super meek.
Did Vince Vaughn tell her to take off the hat and glasses, or did that help her?
But yeah, she looks like she did. I don't think she's had work done, so she looks like a normal.
I think that's what I like about her. She just aged. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. What was the other thing I was going to say about this? Yeah, I think. Oh yeah. Long story short, about my criticism of Balboa, it has fallen over the years for me because the more I watch it, I think we talked about it, how Balboa is Rocky. This is for the Star Wars nerds out there. It's Rocky and The Force Awakens. There we go. Yeah, because it's just. That movie was criticized because it was just basically the first Star Wars film done with the new cast, and it was just a callback after callback after callback. Hey, remember the Star Wars films? What was so great about it? Well, we're doing it again.
Yeah, I think this is a combination of
what they call it, a retro sequel, or
it's a combination of doing the first one over again a little bit, and also like in Sly's words, redoing the fifth one.
Yeah, he's redoing it. He goes, yeah. So he's like, I have to do the callbacks again because I screwed up the fifth film. Yeah. Okay.
Everything with math. It's amazing. It's like I can't remember what I had for breakfast, but I can remember the name of a hoagie shop.
Oh, he actually knows. But I can remember the name of a hoagie shop. Well,
okay, that actually tracks. Sometimes it's like when you're older, you don't like. I know it's like my dad and people like that. They remember shit from the past, but then it's like something that happened like 2 days ago. They don't remember.
No, that's a legit thing. Oh, you're talking about it happening to your dad. It happens to me. Like my short-term memory out the window. Mm-hmm. I have no.
Oh, of course.
Memory.
He's about to say, I haven't been to it. The captions might be wrong on the actual DVD, but it says I haven't been to
the Atomic Hoagie shop
in 30 years. Well, it's not true. He was there with his son in 1990. So he's wrong about his math. It's been.
Well, they were just outside it. I don't think they got a hoagie. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what he means.
Right. Oh, maybe he hasn't been inside the hoagie shop in 30 years. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, he hasn't bought a hoagie. It's baffling to me. You know what he should have said? Remember when he told Adrian when she was wearing the red jacket in the first film. Look at you look great. You should have said it to little Marie. Look at you, you turned out great. You don't look you look much better than the original.
You turned out real pretty.
You turned out real pretty. That's right. Okay, here comes Angie about to say hi. She's wearing her pajamas and
pajama pants.
And she looks a little strung out. She's going to introduce herself to the world heavyweight champion of the world. Here we go.
30 years, like baffling to me.
My brain's turned to mush, too. Don't worry about it.
Yo,
Disappearing.
yo, hey, is that you? Is that really you? How you doing?
Hey, we're having a drink here.
Okay. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, my father said you're pretty good. You're from around here, right?
Yes, I am saying good meeting you.
Yeah. So what are you doing back here?
Hey, we're talking here.
Okay, sure, yeah, you can talk. I'm not talking to you. Yeah, so listen. My pals be over there. You can buy us around. Come on, you got the money.
I'm sure you both remember very well the other cut of this interaction. She's seemingly more drunk in this version.
She seems, she almost seems like she's on drugs or something. Like, yeah, I don't like her in this scene. I like her a lot in the original because she's like kind of more of a bitch. Like,
You think you better than us?
yeah, well, like
Yeah, that's right.
Marie, it's like she was like, "Hey, he's having a drink." He's like, "Well, let him drink then." Like she's like that. It's like it reminded me of like the Maury show or something. Like,
Yeah, the way she's
just like really trashy. I love it. Like it.
But this is I don't know. It's hard to say I like one better than the other, but this really showcases the guy, what's his name? What's the bald guy's name again? Andy says like 3 times, like, hey, don't quit interrupting us. And she's like up in Rocky's face, like super close up. She's touching him. Yeah.
I think she got mad in the theatrical cut. She's like, "Don't push my hand away," or something like that.
She might now. She might do it again.
Yeah, she probably is.
Rocky's about to grab her arm again to take it off. Let's see how she responds here.
Okay.
What are you pushing my hand away for?
What's your name?
Angie.
Angie, be a fool for that guy.
A fool? A fool? Me? A fool? You're the fool, not me. You ain't no better than
No,
me.
I didn't
That's
say
bullshit. You ain't no better than me.
Say, I don't understand this part though. I mean, I know what Rocky's saying, but how does Rocky know right away that guy over there is pimping you out or he's bad news for you? Does he know it's an odd, the guy actually looks like a decent guy. He doesn't even look like a
and it's
character.
a group. He doesn't know who's who. Yeah, it's a group. He doesn't know.
See that guy over there? Don't let him make a fool out of you. What does that even mean?
It is a super weird. It's a forced thing. Like he could have just. That's a dumb thing to say. Like he is assuming that Rocky is assuming that the guy convinced her to come ask for drinks.
That could have been it. He should have said, because she is with a group, "Hey, those characters you're with, I don't know if they're good for you." That might have been different. Exactly. Yeah.
I kind of like that because the theatrical version, there's like now nobody in there really. It's an empty bar with.
That's right.
It's just and
it makes more sense. Yeah.
This because we're seeing the reactions to this interchange. And everybody's like, "God, what's going on?" Yeah, they're actually like embarrassed, like, "Oh, what's this girl's problem?" But again, it's odd that Rocky just assumes they're bad. And like she's obviously drunk, and that's what Rocky should have said. Look, you're the wrong word.
Which is also this is kind of bullshit because it's like she's now the new little Marie.
That's what it is. That's exactly what that is. Again, it's like she is not going to clean up her life. If we had a Rocky Part 10, we would see her strung out by the barrels too. Right,
Yep.
You know better than anybody up in here. Who you think you are?
1 second they like you, next second you're a bum. Ain't you glad you dropped in?
I was just thinking that.
Hey, well, listen, as soon as Rock finishes, I'm closing up. Why don't you take off? I'll tally up with Amy. Maybe Rocky'll give you a ride home.
Oh, Andy's like relationship. What do you call it? Shipping them. Andy's like, "Hey, maybe Rocky will take you home there, little Marie."
He says Amy, though. He says
Amy's
Amy.
another bartender there.
Oh, okay.
She's the one that gave the milk to Tommy.
Okay.
It's weird that he just randomly decides to close when it's like that busy.
That's what he says. Like, yeah, when Rock's finished having his beer, I'm going to close the shop, and then Rocky's going to take you home. Is that like? Are we like forcing the plot here? Like
normally you do like last call and shit like that. Like, you have a specific closing time.
You can do whatever you want if it's just your own bar. I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but why would you? He's running a business, not a goddamn soup kitchen.
This is true.
Take care, Annie. All right, you live around here?
30 blocks, maybe.
Did she say 30 blocks?
8.
8 blocks.
I don't know why I missed her pants. It was weird that you say blocks because Philadelphia is not one of these grid cities. Like it's the East Coast. Like New York is a grid city. At least Manhattan is, where like streets meet right. Like
Yeah.
Like Philadelphia. If you go to like Boston or Philly, it's like the streets are all
diagonal. Yeah.
Because they're like settled by Europeans, right? Like if you go to Europe, the streets are like that too. So it's like Europeans usually don't say blocks, right? Because it makes no sense.
Okay, 0.8 miles, roughly 1.3 kilometers. Okay.
That's not bad. It's not bad at all.
So it says here walking time. It's about a 15 to 20 minute, 12 to 16 minute walk. There you go. So,
however, if you're in a rougher part of Philly, that's a long walk
or a fast run.
Potential danger.
Or a fast run. So, what do you think of that take there of Andy setting them up for the ride? Vice the theatrical cut of Rocky asking.
I don't think he's trying to ship them.
No, that was a joke. That was a joke.
I think he's concerned about her safety, and it's like, oh, Rocky can give her a ride home. Like he probably likes her. He likes as an employee, and he's like, oh, maybe Rocky could give you a ride home.
But how do you feel between that cut? Is what I'm saying. Between the theatrical of how Rocky ends up in the van with her, between Andy doing it or vice Rocky asking.
I like the theatrical way better. Like I think the scene was deleted for usually. To be fair with deleted scenes, they're usually deleted for a reason.
But now this is in the director's cut. Now this is in the director's cut.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. This scene sucks. That's a bad call.
I like this scene aside from the fact I do prefer Rocky asking as opposed to Andy because that's an uncomfortable thing. Oh, my boss is like making me walk home with this guy. That's weird. Whereas Rocky asking, but aside from that, I like the bar scene a lot. Aside from that,
I think Marie, maybe you could come into my windowless white van.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, that's true. I'm with you there, Katie. I do agree that I like seeing Andy. Drunk Angie was a little bit more sort of like more realistic that she's just drunk and belligerent instead of just because in the theatrical cut, she's just like Kyle was saying, she's just a bitch. Like, holy smokes, you're just like
I love
angry.
her in the theatrical. That's the best. Like she's just with such attitude.
But it's still, even when I first saw it in all these years seeing it, I always was again thrown off. Like, why are you so angry all of a sudden at this guy existing? Being drunk kind of gives you, it's a wider spectrum of like you're drunk, so you're just drunk behavior is kind of a catch-all. I get it, but yeah, she's like belligerent and angry, drunk, whereas she was more sober in the theatrical cut, but then belligerent, like, holy, you are just a bitch. Yeah.
But so drunk people though, like some people when they're drunk are real fun to be around. They're really nice. They're happy. They love everybody. Like that's kind of like me. When I get drunk, I'm like really friendly and nice. Some people when they get drunk turn dark, man. And that's usually like if like Paulie, that's usually if you got demons. Like if you're drinking to escape a lot of these demons, they come out.
Great point. I think Ryan was just saying like it makes more sense showing her more drunk in this director's cut because there's more than she's irrationally. It makes more sense for her to be irrationally angry.
Like out of the blue, like why are you touching me? Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, because she doesn't seem super drunk in the first one.
Right.
I don't think she does at all. I think she just literally just comes out like, hey, you can buy us a drink, and she touches his arm and he moves it and
she has like an inferiority complex.
Definitely.
She sees him come in the bar. She sees him getting all these accolades. He gets all this attention. She probably doesn't get a lot of attention except from like the wrong people. She probably feels like a loser, and then she resents him. So makes sense. I could see her being angry with him. Not that it's justified, but I could see where it comes from.
Okay, you ready for the questions? We're going to do questions and answers. So what we'll do is we'll just do ask and answer. We'll take turns. We'll trust everyone's like, yeah, that's what I would have gotten type thing, if that makes sense. Okay. What time was Rocky's alarm clock set to before he went for a run?
Jesus Christ, Rocco. Like, what happened to these questions? Like, they went from like the easiest questions to it's like Rocky Balboa. It's like we're getting in hard. Like, It's
Okay,
all
actually, no,
good,
right-
dude. I'm not really trying to.
No, I know he knows you're teasing him. He knows he's good. Oh, he says I'm allowed to announce it, by the way, which is making me think about doing something. But he said the next trivia book is the Godfather series.
Ooh, I love that, Rocco.
I know, and now
something. I like mob movies, but I've never seen The Godfather. Like that's such a
weird.
contradiction.
Any of
Bullshit.
them?
I really got
Kyle?
to do it.
Any
None
of
of them ever. I've seen clips of it, but
Oh,
I know.
my God. That's like somebody not having seen Rocky and
I
then
know.
seeing it for the first
I gotta
time and it
change
being
it.
such a treat.
How
Such
could
a
you
treat.
not see The Godfather? I see
so
the
good.
impressions of them, but I can never see the film.
Yeah. So I know I've actually considered I might just do a mini, the same thing I'm doing with the Long Road series with the trivia. I might just do that for the Godfather, do however many episodes per. I would like to cover those. Yeah, Godfather would be fun. What is the name of the hostess that works at Adrian's before Little Marie takes over?
I know her name, but my brain has to conjure it.
Annie's
I'm gonna
bar.
stall until I remember this. 'Cause it's one of those things that I know.
So
it's
what is the
in
name of
there.
the hostess that works? Oh, so is that the one that's supposed to rub oil on her stomach?
Yeah, that's the one. And I know her name, but I just do you ever get that where you know something
Yeah.
and you know you're going to think of it later?
Yes. Yeah.
What did people call the Cambria Fight Club?
Oh yeah.
What? The Cambria Fight Club?
Yeah, I don't know. I never talk
remember
about
this
it.
one.
I never talk about Fight Club, so I don't know. I don't know this one. What do people call? Okay.
I remember her name now. Oh, thank God.
Wow, Kyle's killing.
That was just going to bother the shit out of me if I didn't remember that.
Oh, here we go. When was Adrian's restaurant established?
1965.
Yep.
That's the answer.
Last question. Where was Step's father from?
Europe.
I think Europe is an acceptable answer. but-
Okay. Yeah, okay. Not what did Rocky say he's from. What did
I love that line so much.
Okay, so Katie, will start with you.
I'm between two. I got to pick one.
What is the time of the clock?
5:15.
Kyle?
I put 4:30.
Okay, and I put 6 a.m. Katie, you win for the closest. We'll do that. It was 5 a.m. and you got 5. So good job.
I was debating between 4:55 and
I think we should do Price is Right rules because Ryan likes that so much.
No, I hate it.
I know.
Stop
I just like trolling you. That's my favorite thing.
I know. I appreciate it. Okay, Kyle, we'll give this one to you. I wrote down my answer, but Kyle, you were.
I think it's Isabella.
You're. Well, I'll give it to you, Isabel.
it's just Isabel.
Just give it to me. Come on.
Fine.
Here we
Fine.
go. I put Rosa, so not true. So I'm 0 for 2. I think I'm a full boy. What did people, Kyle, again? What did people call
The bucket of blood?
Oh,
I was
right.
blanked. Nothing.
You're absolutely right, Kyle.
What is the Cambria Fight Club, you guys? What is he?
That's where he fought before. Is that where he fought before the church basement? I think.
Okay, yeah, he's I think he's talking to Marie or Steps because by their house. He's like, yeah, that's where the old Cambria Fight Club was.
Oh,
He's like, they used to call it the bucket of blood. I took some massive beatings there.
God, I had no idea. Okay.
At least I got 2 out of 5 because I got the last 2. Katie, when was Adrian's restaurant established?
95.
Yep. And Kyle, last one.
Yep.
Where was Steps?
AKA Jamaica.
Yeah. Okay.
Jamaica.
So I got 2 out of 5.
I actually, if I get the first one, if the close, one.
Yeah.
I got 4.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
You only
got
missed
4.
the bucket of blood. Yeah, you did. That's right. Yeah.
You got Isabel?
Yeah. I specifically Isabel, not Isabella.
Yeah, that's why she wanted to take that point away from you.
Yeah.
she didn't put the L-A at the end. What I guess no. But we gave you the point for that clock.
This is true. I know.
Okay. All right. You guys, this was a lot of fun. I got 2 out of 5. Wow, I'm really bombing. I did well in part 5, but I'm bombing part 6. Okay.
Well, Ryan, look, man, you're getting older, cognitive decline.
That's true.
I think age adjusted, you're doing just fine, buddy.
That's true. I am losing my memory. Okay. Well, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It was a lot of fun. This episode is over.
I didn't hear no bell.